From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Come on now. You know I love this. I love the roar of the crowd. Hi. Thank you so much for watching our show. My co-host, my people, my studio audience. How you doing? Okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. Okay. So, the phone rings at midnight, but I'm asleep. But here at Wendy, people never stop working. And so it was one of my producers who told me, Tito Jackson just got off the phone with me and said, you can ask him anything. I know. Tito, you're my kind of people. Thank you very much. Yes. So, thank you, you all. You all finally chased Iggy Azalea out of the country. Are you happy? Iggy is moving back to her home of Australia to become a judge on the X Factor. Now, normally how we think about judging is how we think about Vegas, which is kind of like, okay, when your career is in the, you know, then you judge something. But you don't do it when you're hot and young. So, Iggy, this is probably a little too soon for you, but since you're not really doing that well with the music here, and I know that you have an album that's supposed to be coming out in July, but now you've pushed that back, which to me means hashtag, there's no material ready for the album. Oh, really? If you have hot material, don't you promote your album coming out in July? Okay. I think the idea of her doing Australian X Factor is helping her money, not her career. And then I have okay. I have a producer in Hot Topics, Emily Rothschild, I told you. Name too good to be working at this dump. Right, that's regal, right? Emily Rothschild. Anyway, so Emily was telling me that she's got a friend who lives in Australia. And she called that friend to say, you know, all right, we're doing this story on Iggy Azalea. How is Iggy received by your countrymen? Now, mind you, this is only one person sounding off for a whole country. But that one person said, nobody cares. I know, like she's not a big deal here and so on and so forth. So, you know, she moved to the US when she was 16 years old, this Iggy did. And by the way, I like her, all right? So it's you all who chased her. I don't mind her. She said that she felt like an outsider in Australia because she loved hip hop and black guys. Well, she didn't say the black guys part, but I put that. So then she came over here and she did her music, and now you all chased her back, so she's going back to Australia, and she's gonna be on this Australian, The Voice? X Factor. And, you know, could this hurt her engagement with Nick Young? Hell yeah. I can't even take it from state to state, like a long distance relationship, much less 2 different countries. Like, how is Nick going to see her? And when is she gonna be free from judging? And when are they gonna get married? Like, they've been engaged now for like a year. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that, honestly, I don't care. All I know is I have the heartburn of life. And I need some serious medication in between commercial breaks. Brendan, if you know what I'm saying, and I think you do. Yeah, he's my plug. He, you know, he gives me the antacids. So anyway, speaking of Australia, guess who might also be moving there? Miley Cyrus. Well, now you know she's involved with him. Liam. He's very handsome. And very handsome. And he's Australian. And he's Australian, and his brother's Australian, and his brother is married, and so Miley and the sister-in-law apparently are close, like her and her. They're close. But when you take somebody out of where they're used to being, and I'm not even talking about like moving from like Jersey to Connecticut. I'm talking moving from America to Australia. How long do you think this friendship with the sister-in-law is gonna sustain her before she's like, okay, well, you know, where's my foam finger? Like, where's what I'm used to? And why aren't people hooping and hollering every time I jump out of the car? You know, I know that she's an international star, but that stardom is like bigger here in America than it is in Australia. And Liam is ready to get married, and they're back on board with being engaged and whatnot. I just feel like Miley, first of all, is too young to even be thinking about marriage, much less being engaged. Second of all, I feel like it's hard to live in a spouse's country because you lose, even the strongest of us, you lose some of your identity when you move to a spouse's country. Yes. Just saying, I give this relationship no more than a year and a half. You mark, you mark my words. Oh. Look, the flight alone, 15 and a half hours. To see your mother and father and siblings? Are you serious? To go to the Nice Guy, you gotta fly 15. That's a nightclub in LA that all the cool people go to. To go to the Nice Guy, you gotta fly 15 and a half hours. Miley, be careful of what you're doing. By the way, your makeup and hair and everything, flawless. Yes. Muhammad Ali just passed away only 2 weeks ago. And already there is a woman trying to cash in on his death. Her name is Barbara. And Barbara, there she is, her in her wig. Come on now. Come on now, wig knows wig, wig knows wig. Come on now, you all, come on. Barbara alleges that she had a 20-year affair with Muhammad Ali. And she also claims that there's a sex tape. And there she is when she was, wait. No, an old school sex tape. Like old school. Okay. But go back to Barbara when she was young, because I'm telling you, if that is not Diana Ross realness, I don't know what is. Like, Barbara, you're beautiful. Anyway, and she's trying to sell the sex tape to the highest bidder. Attention, Wendy show. We got about 6 weeks before the season wraps. I promise, no new dresses, no new shoes, no new coats, no new handbags. If we could just save the money and buy the tape. Just, come on. Suzanne, right? What the old school is this?
That is so old school. That is like from the 70s, right?
Right, like you have to have somebody going like this while you're doing the do. Anyway, Barbara wants over $100,000 for the sex tapes. Okay. Now you figure, if you buy a pair of Louboutins or some Manolos or something like that, 1,000 here, 2,000 there, 3,000 there, we can do this show. We can do this. This is when I try not to laugh, you all. Come on. Come on. It's Muhammad. Only passed away 2 weeks ago. We loved him. All right, let's respect this while we talk about stuff. Barbara also claims that Muhammad Ali is the father of her 35-year-old daughter. Now you are going to shut your mouth. I can't even breathe right now because you know what? Why don't I find this odd? Like, Muhammad Ali was married 4 times. Muhammad Ali has 9 kids, 7 daughters and 2 sons. Okay? Muhammad Ali has also, from his mouth to the magazines, has said if one of the things that he could take back would be his lust for the flesh. I mean, he didn't say it like that, but I'm saying it like that. You know, Barbara looks attractive enough. She, if you squint, looks a little like Layla Ali, one of his daughters. Barbara, I don't know what's going on, but Hot Topics is gonna get to the bottom of the whole situation. So you know Stephanie Seymour? She's one of the big supermodels from back in the day. And that was when Super was a supermodel. Well, she's 47 now. And she's calling out these it girls like Kendall Jenner and Gigi Hadid, saying they aren't really super models. They are, bitches of the moment. Hey, Steph, you sound old and crotchety and bitter. Because here's my thing, right? You'll always be a supermodel, Stephanie Seymour. And I know you from back in the day. Like, you were from my generation growing up with the supermodels, the Crawfords, and yes, Stephanie Seymour, work! And don't try to count her money, she has too much. She married a billionaire and went on and had a really nice life. But now she's talking about these young girls, and it always just seems a little bitter Betty, like when you talk about new people entering the game. And I know this, because I'm a woman, I'm seasoned. And there are people younger than me entering in radio or TV or whatever they do, but I always try to make it my effort. Like, you don't talk bad about these people. Somebody's got to take the crown and run with it, right? Yeah. And Stephanie, I feel like, yeah, these girls are the new supermodels. I'm sorry, Steph, but, between Hadid and this Jenner and that one, the Cara Delevingne with the eyebrows, and these girls are like their own gang. If you're of a particular age, in my age group, then you remember how, Cindy and Naomi and them, they were their own gang. But there's a new gang going on, Steph, and you look old and bitter and crotchety talking about these girls like that. Like when Naomi Campbell was here, she embraced the young models. She said on our very own Wendy couch that she taught Gigi how to walk, Gigi Hadid. Yes. Naomi said they were in like some foreign country. They're always traveling. Oh God, what a life. They were in some foreign country and they were on their floor in the hotel, and Naomi had them walk the hallway. And even when the doors opened up and there were strangers, Naomi said, ignore them. They're your audience. Look straight ahead. Walk, 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 walk. Yeah. Like, you have to embrace that type of thing, and that's what I love Naomi about. And I was telling you yesterday, we were partying over the weekend, and so I did not have, okay, yes. According to many of you, after my 5th nose job. Oh, Suzanne, please. Oh, please.
That is your original nose.
People don't understand. I've got a cute jersey button, and get into it.
Yeah!
And yes, slightly faded. Okay, let's move along. So Christina Aguilera is going through it in her neighborhood. The horrible thing is that, and I always tell you this, I'm the woman at the window calling the cops on everybody. What? I'm paying these taxes, I'm having the lawn mowed, and you're doing what over there? 911, ring. Yes, Wendy Hunter calling again. So according to the New York Post, Christina's neighbors are reportedly worried because she's about to have this gigantic party. And there's party planners and cars swarming on the property, and it's a gated community, and some cool people live there, including that man from the Chili Peppers, Slash. Slash lives there, and Charlie Sheen lives there, and Gwen Stefani lives there. But they probably weren't the ones calling the cops. Okay, apparently the neighbors fear that the party's gonna be too rowdy, and her fiance, Matt, see, she's engaged, yes, that fella. Matt likes to partay. Hey. And he's also known for throwing out-of-control ragers. Well, I don't know what that is. All I know is I'm calling the cops. So in their neighborhood, which has gates, so you pay a homeowners association fee. Well, the HOA is worried about the noise. And they've gotten calls from the neighbors. And they want to know all the details about this party. Like how many people will be there, how long will it last. Now see, if I'm Aguilera, I'm like, who are you asking? I mow my lawn, I pay my taxes. Why are you asking? On one hand, like if I was Aguilera. But on the other hand, sorry, excuse me. On the other hand, if I was one of the neighbors, I also, like, I don't like a lot of mess going on in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, you know, you work all day. You know, you work all day. You know, you mow your lawn. You take your garbage out. You make sure your house is painted nice. And you go on about your business. I don't know about you, but when I get home, all I want to smell is pine sol, and I want to hear birds chirping. Okay? Chirp. Chirp. No! Working all day to come home to a rager. Anyway, Anna Wintour, you know, she's the editor-in-chief at Vogue magazine, and she's got the hair that I dream of one day. Oh, that's good hair. Oh, please. That's a classic hairstyle. It looks good on almost every woman, and it looks great on her. However, the other day, it got lifted. And like, she doesn't seem fun to me. She seems real tight and mean, so I'm sure she was pissed. So we're gonna grind it into her by showing our hot shot of the day. Hit it. You know, this tight old lady probably was so pissed at the wind, she probably fired whoever's shoulder this is right here and went inside for 20 minutes straightening out the wrinkles above her lips and combing her hair back down. Well, Anna Wintour, we like your hair anyway. And we've got more great show for you, everybody. Our chef friend, Judy Jew, is here. She's gonna show us how to make some easy, delicious Korean dishes. But up next, Tito Jackson. It's Tito time next on Wendy. Keep it here.